Super Show. All right, everybody. Welcome back. Once again, it's the Cain Stevens Paranormal Super Show, and I am your host, Cain Stevens, and we're back in the saddle again. We got a fun-filled show today. I'm looking forward, like all the podcasts that I do, I'm looking forward to talking about this. But first, before we get into that, we got a little segment we like to call Paranews. So let's hit it. Paranews. All right, this from BBC News. So we got a reputable source here. I like that. Looks like lottery winners who bagged 10,000 pounds a month are going to go ahead and pursue paranormal passion. Well, who wouldn't when you win that type of money? Let's think about this for a second. The conversion rate. Oh, la 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 la. Looking it up. Beep boop, beep beep. It looks like in US dollars, it's about $12,630 is what they would be getting a month. So that's a pretty good payday. And it looks like they're getting it for looks like 30 years. So yeah, it's a pretty good payday there. Laura Hoyle is her name. She's from Hucknall, Nottinghamshire, in the UK. And her partner, Kirk Stevens, no relation to me, although I wish they were. They won the prize, let's see, during national COVID lockdown last March. Since the win, Miss Hoyle has given up her work, of course. Well, yeah, you quit immediately. You're dancing and, doing the moonwalk at your job and, telling the guy, "Oh, Frank, I've had it with your crap." You quit immediately when you win that type of money. Or you're or you could be one of those nice people. There's some people like that out there who still want to work for a while so that they don't leave them in the in the dust. But me, I don't think so. I don't think I would do that. I'd probably just say sayonara and do a little dance, maybe throw a brick through the glass and walk out of there. Let's see. So it says the money has enabled her and her partner to pursue their passion for ghost hunting. She matched all 5 main numbers plus the life ball to win the top prize in the Set for Life draw on the 1st of March. Recalling, she's finally getting the money, I guess, is the deal. It happened a year ago. She said, I was physically shaking as I told the lady, "I think I've won the lottery." Who wouldn't? Honestly, she's probably convulsing. Good for her. This is a nice feel-good story that we need to get us through. So, let's see. After the win, her partner had opened up 4 bottles of Prosecco, and probably made it rain at the local club. Bought a few rounds for everybody. These guys seem awesome. So what they're going to do with their money, it looks like, is in addition to their sites on Supernatural, they've decided Mr. Stevens, her partner, is a manufacturing engineer. He's going to continue his master's degree in mechanical engineering. They plan to open a business making paranormal investigation products. So look out for that. That could be good for the field. That could be good for everybody. So this is a pretty sweet story. It's good for them. Seem like pretty cool people. Your old cousin Cain Stevens over here is on the other side of the pond is ready to receive my prize as well. So if you're out there, hit me up. Give me a little bit of that dough, and we'll make something happen here. So Yeah, that's a pretty good story. We'll go with that one for Para News. So, I definitely deem that article worthy. BBC News, I just want to thank you once again for giving us some feel good stuff to work with. So, all right. Okay. Got Para News done. Let's move on to we got our eyes on the prize. I watched, to me, one of the best movies, and it's been out for a while. It's been out since 2017. But I watched a movie that left me. I mean, it made me teary. It gave me so many different emotions. It was, what they would call artsy fartsy, fantastic, poetic. It was a Sundance movie. And without further ado, I'll reveal what this podcast is going to be about. This podcast is going to be about a movie called A Ghost Story from 2017. It's a romance fantasy movie. It's an hour and 32 minutes long, so it's not too dang long. And I can't stop thinking about it. It looks like it did pretty good on Rotten Tomatoes at a 90% Rotten Tomatoes. It seems like most people did like this movie, so I'm not going to give huge spoilers on this because I want you to go see it. But the movie stars, I think you can find it on. I watched it on Amazon Prime, I think, and I just did the 7-day trial for Showtime, and went ahead and watched it a couple times, and I love it. I think it's in my at least top 25 movies. So, I hope that you get a chance to check it out. It has a really great actor who you probably heard of. If you haven't, you're, living under a bridge or something with no way of internet capabilities or movie watching or anything. But it's Ben Affleck's brother, Casey Affleck, who I find to be a fantastic actor. He's very stoic, very kind of like very good at depressing movies in those roles. But he's kind of the star. And then there's a female named Rooney Mara, I believe is her name. I probably butchered that, but she's a pretty young actor. Looks like 37 years old. I'm trying to think what the heck else she was in. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. There we go. Nightmare Alley she was in. She was in Her. Social Network. So yeah, she's been in a ton of stuff. But they're the main focus of the movie. So getting into it, just to give you a synopsis, without giving too much away. In the movie, a recently deceased man returns as a ghost to his suburban home to console his, extremely mourning wife, and only to find that him being in the spectral state, so to speak, he's kind of become stuck in time. And he's forced to watch passively as the life he knew and the woman he loves slowly slip away, and wackiness ensues. So, or non-wackiness, the complete opposite of wackiness kind of ensues. But it was just such a beautiful movie. The music behind it, me being a musician, obviously that reverberates with me, but it really brings out the emotion. There wasn't a lot of dialogue in the movie. It really was a lot of just, I'm not sure if Casey Affleck actually played, I'm sure they probably had somebody else under the goat. So let's put it like this. So the ghost costume that they used was your typical like sheet ghost, and which people who know me, and now you're going to get to know me a little more, know that I love and am obsessed with sheet ghosts. So instantly I kind of thought this was going to be kind of a comedy. Like I didn't read into it at all. I watched the trailer. I don't know. I just thought maybe it was going to be kind of a kooky movie, but it was very serious. It was very I don't know. It just I don't know. I'm not going to say it was depressing, but there are things about it that are depressing. Like if you can think about a ghost, for example, like, and we always wonder like why do they stick around an area? Why do they stay somewhere? Why do they act out or get angry? And I feel like this movie kind of answers all that in their take on, a ghost story, everything from a haunting to, weird things happening in the history of a place. It's just, man, it was just an unbelievable movie. I can't give it enough praise. The director was David Lowery, and I'm not sure. Let's see what David Lowery has directed. Let's look at that the good old IMDb. The Green Knight, Pete's Dragon. Oh, there you go. Movie called The Old Man. Movie called Dig Up My Darling. That sounds like something that I'd probably dig into myself. Movie Breakthrough. He's done some stuff. I mean, it doesn't look like he has a lot of massive. I'm probably wrong. He frequently cast Casey Affleck, so that makes sense there. Other than that, I mean, it doesn't look like he's got a lot of big blockbusters. I'm sure somebody's gonna message me and get all worked up. Oh, he's directed this, and this, and it's the greatest movie of all time or something. But I don't see it on the IMDb. That doesn't mean they're not great movies. I'm saying they're not massive blockbusters. It's not like it's not like he is James Gunn or something and doing all this crazy blockbuster stuff. But bravo to them. Amazing movie. Just it gave me an explosion of thought to the spectral side, the other realm, so to speak. And whether you believe it or not, maybe you're a new listener, maybe you're not really all that into this stuff, but just give it a thought for a second. I mean, if there's throughout history, there's been spirits. People have talked about spirits forever. They talk about spirits in the Bible. They talk about. I mean, they're just throughout mankind. There's always been stories of the supernatural and ghosts. For those of us who have actually witnessed or been part of a haunting, or had things happen to them, or been grabbed or touched when there was nobody there, it's to us that's undeniable. I mean, I've seen with my own eyes things. I'm not hallucinating. Other people have seen them at the same time. It's I mean, it is as real as someone's sitting next to me, and I'm convinced of it. And I've been obsessed with it forever, my entire life. I've always been a purveyor, so to speak, of the macabre and the obscene, the unnatural, supernatural, paranormal, and I've always been drawn to it for whatever reason. And you could think I'm a kook. I don't really care. I've grown pretty comfortable in my skin. I just turned 40, and 40 years on this earth is a long time. Not that long, but man, do I feel old, and boy, do I have a lot of stories to tell. So for the sake of that, stick around. There's a lot of content to go over, a lot of things. I can't wait to finally share and get my family involved and interview my kids and really just come out and start talking about the hauntings that have taken place throughout our lives together. I should say, not just mine, but our lives, as in, my kids and my wife, and the things that we witnessed together. So hopefully, in the next couple episodes, I can start digging into that stuff a little bit. And so, stick around for that. I hope that you like how things are going. I think show wise, I think things are going really well. I'm starting to get a lot of feedback, a lot of positivity, a lot more listeners, and I owe it all to, the hard work I'm putting in and marketing through Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all of that. But I owe it all to the people that are listening, who are spreading the word. We got to keep spreading the word. Let's keep the movement alive and keep it going. If you do want to follow me on Instagram, it should be under the Cain Stevens Paranormal Super Show. On TikTok, I believe it's Cain Stevens Podcasts. Podcasts being plural, because there will be more to come of different types. But for now, for always, this is always going to be my mothership that I gravitate to and that I get the most excited about. So that doesn't mean I don't get excited about my other projects, but I am super stoked about this one. If you follow me as a musician, I just, this is also ghost worthy. I just released a new single that came out on Spotify and Amazon Music, iTunes, all that stuff, YouTube, called Ghost. And it just gives you I'll play it here at the end of the show. Hopefully you like it. It's really about me and my struggles as a person, just the human experience of not necessarily being comfortable with myself, kind of feeling like an outcast even when I'm not. Feeling like alone in a crowded room type thing. And so I wrote a song about it. So, it's a nice little rock song, little ditty. So I hope you enjoy it. But I have a lot of other music and things coming up. I'm blessed that people are finally starting to take notice. And I've been clapping my hands and stomping my feet for years, saying, hey, look at me over here. Look at me over here. Like a like a dog looking for attention, I just want to share my artistic visions with people and share my thoughts, because I love music and podcasting and all of this and entertainment so much. And it's, I know it's what I'm meant to do. So I'm just going to keep hammering away at it. And I'm hoping to get some guests here real soon. Those of you listening out there, don't be afraid to message me and say, hey, I got a ghost story. I got something I want to share. I get that stuff all the time. And, I'm hoping to add a segment to the show that's just going to be me kind of telling somebody's ghost story, because that's what I want to do. This is why I keep reiterating it to you. It's to get people comfortable with the idea that the paranormal is normal, in that it's okay to talk about it. So give me those ghost stories. Tell me what you think. Be nice, man. I don't want you to. I don't need you messaging me and telling me what you think I should be doing or what I'm doing wrong. You're welcome to do that, but you could do your own show that and do it better than me. There's billions of people probably doing that better than I am, and that's okay. It's not about ego for me. It's about the content and just trying to be a good. I hear my kids squeaking in the background. Maybe you can hear, maybe you can't. They're laughing about something. But I don't have my trusty co-hosts with me today. Teddy the cockapoo and Rocket the little happy on poodle mutt. But they're my little best friends, co-hosts most of the time. I want to get some people in here and do some interviews and do a little riffing with each other, talk. But it's just a matter of time. I'm just going to keep pounding these away every week and doing what I've always done. Try to give the best content I can and clap my hands, stomp my feet, clap for myself when no one's clapping until I get a whole audience. So I'm not going to give up. Please don't give up on me. Stick around and just keep your arms and legs in the vehicle at all times. Buckle in. The ride is the ride is going strong. So I've been through some major health issues the last couple years, and I'm still battling things. But aren't we all, right? But this is what I need to do to keep positive and keep things going. So help me keep the positivity train rolling on. Next week, I think I'm going to start finally talking about the haunting that we had in Air Park. Some of you have listened to the Curse of Air Park episodes, and there's some great stuff. Air Park, once again, is where I grew up as a kid, and most of my life lived out there. Here in West Lincoln, Nebraska, and it's got to be one of the most haunted neighborhoods in the country. It's just we'll get it on the map one way or another. So hopefully you stick around for that. Come back to us, stick with us. Next week's episode should be pretty good. So I really appreciate you guys listening. Once again, I'm going to take you out with my latest single, Ghost, by yours truly, Cain Stevens. And that being said, I just hope all you little boils and ghouls and creatures of the night and day, I hope you all have a good week, and we'll talk to you soon. Good night.